This happened. A plainclothes police officer handcuffed and arrested her right
Public
inside
defender
the
in San
courthouse.
Francisco arrested.
NBC Bay Area's Christy Smith is in San Francisco with more. Christy, strange to see this video. What happened?
Well, certainly the public defender's office is saying that they're outraged and disappointed. One of their own was put in handcuffs and detained, but San Francisco police say under the circumstances, there's a clear reason. This is video with subtitles provided by the San Francisco Public Defender's Office. They're expressing outrage at what they say is the treatment of Deputy Public Defender Jamie Tillotson at the Hall of Justice.
I was told that I was interfering, I would be taken into custody. I was, needless to say, shocked by the situation.
So what I've seen,
They say her client was on the court calendar for misdemeanor
these very
theft,
intense
but
times where we're
outside
seeing
the
more
court, he
and more
another
civil
man
unrest.
approached about
We
a
see
different
more
case.
police getting
So
in fights
Tillotson
with
came
other
out.
police, and we see the system, in a way, being sick on the system, or those that are working within the system. So more common folk, as you could put it, one could put it, we're seeing more people like this woman and others being affected adversely by this ever-encroaching and emerging police state.
She was detained.
And this video is just more evidence of this. All that she said is you can't take a photo of this guy, leave him alone, and just like that, she was put in handcuffs. So all of this is a hallmark of an aggressive society where men are, in some cases, aggressive towards women. Thank you for playing that. And so women, when they're critical of some of the unconscious behavior from men, really should steer away from generalizing all men and give credit to those men that are against these atrocities or against what one could call patriarchy or any archy, any archon-like system. And instead, I would like to see people that are addressing how this system, this government, isn't such a great protector or a surrogate boyfriend or husband, where you can just use your cell phone and dial 911 if you have any problems. In the real world, the way things really work, governments have been the greatest oppressors of women worldwide. And when you look at the things that our government is involved in today and the lives that they're turning to you-know-what in other countries, that they're bombing, occupying, and so on and so forth, this is really bad karma. This is really bad karma to be involved with disrupting the lives of women, bombings, murdering their children, kidnapping their husbands, all these things and more, the American and Western governments are involved in this very second. So as women feel less than blissful in today's society, it's important that they look at the larger picture and the real purpose of government, and protecting women's rights and making the lives of women easier. That's not the government's agenda. It may seem that way. It may seem that the government is pro women's rights and safety, but what you're seeing now with women, in some cases being hired before men, it's all the illusion of freedom as more and more people are showing how unhappy they are being slaves at their desk job, at their office job, at their restaurant, at their bar. Do you see a world of happy females today that are working $1 at a time to make rent for something that they'll never own? I see nothing, especially in Portland, I see nothing but pure misery and rage, primal Gaia rage towards other people, coming from, in particular, women that are stuck at these dead-end jobs. And so it's time that people really start taking a closer look at what type of reality the government and these multinational corporations are creating for us. And it's anything but a better world for women. And that's the God honest truth.